Hello, welcome to the Little Farmer's Farm. It's Thursday night, Thursday the 25th I think of April, and since we were down last time it's done nothing but rain. It really has been heavy rain, so we've not had a chance to do that much. That's not actually screwed down at the moment, but those are the base panels, which are exterior plywood, 3/4 inch exterior plywood. And they cost, what was the cost of those now? I think it was around about £25 for an 8x4 sheet, so there's 50 quid's worth of plywood there, along with all the other wood that I've bought and the blocks. It probably already stands me at about £100 for everything so far. As blocks, as I say, you can get for £1 a block, and they're the sort of lightweight concrete blocks. I've probably spent about, I'd say about 20 quid in sand and cement. Those 2x4s, of which I've used probably about eight of them. No, I've used about 12 of them actually, and they're about a £5 a piece, so that's 60 quid. So it's 60, 80, 100. Oh, you know, it's about £150. It's about £150 just at the base stage now. Oh God. But it is a big 8x4 shed, as you can see. I think by the time it's finished it's going to stand me at around about £300, and that's because I've saved money with, or rather Mick saved us money by giving us the windows to put in, so that's good, that's really good. They're not screwed down yet, so they're still a little bit uneven, but I'm just checking to see if it fits alright, and it seems to. It does seem to fit okay. It does overhang a little bit. It overhangs a little bit, that, and I don't know why, because the beams are 240 and these are supposed to be 240 as well, but it is overhanging a little bit, and that's weird. So I might have to shave the ends off, but I'm going to have to measure them up again properly, because I did measure them up previously and it was 240, although it is sticking out a little bit more that end than that end, because I noticed actually before I must have put them on a slightly skew width angle. So I will adjust these before I screw them down and fix them properly, because it's not overhanging there, so that needs to go up a little bit. So it needs to come over a little bit this side and twist a tiny touch that way, so that it's squared up. That's probably what it is. Maybe the base isn't 100% square, so I'll fiddle with it a little bit just to make it the best fit that it can be, and probably will still have, I don't know about, is there any overhang on this end, on the gate end? Let's have a look at this end. I don't think there's much of an overhang on this end. Yeah, there is. About an inch either side, really, on that, which is bizarre. Because you would think with them cutting those down, they cut them down into quarters, these, so they'll be roughly 4 feet by 2 feet, or 60 by 120, those all should be. But God knows what's happened there, because they are bigger. In fact, let's just measure them quickly. Where's my tape? There. Let's just measure them. Where is it, my tape? There it is. Let's measure them quickly and see what's what. They are quite close together, and no gaps between the joints, so I don't know why this is the way it is. 8 foot instead of 240. So the boards come in 8. I did say 8x4, but everything I've asked for in the length of 8 foot has come as 240. I don't suppose it's going to matter that much, because we're going to put 3x2s on top of this. We're going to put these on top of it, and there's only an inch overhang, so I don't think it's going to matter too much. And actually, when you put the sheets on the outside of it, you probably as well having a bit of an overhang, because then when the rain drops off the bottom of the external sheets, it'll just drop onto the floor, and it shouldn't sort of creep back under. That's my excuse anyway. It was designed that way. Obviously it was designed that way. That's why I did it that way. He said lyingly. But yeah, there you go, eh? So that's what the base is going to look like. Off from that base, we're going to build off that in the American way. I mean, the American way is that they build the frame on top of the base, and then they sort of bring it up. I'll show you when we do it. And it creates the sides. We're getting little midges everywhere. But that's where we're at now, and it's, like I say, it's Thursday night. It's probably about 9:10 or something like that, because we've lost the light now. The light's totally gone. No moon tonight either. That's where he usually lives, Mr. Moon, around about the telegraph pole there. But it's the only night that it's not rained, which is good. But yeah, that's quite a big space, isn't it? Let's have a stand on it, eh? It's not squeaking. And I've not screwed it down. I have screwed it down actually on this end, but I'm going to take up those screws and adjust it slightly so I can obviously fill in that back end there, this back corner where it's not overhanging. I mean, obviously it wants to go that way a little bit. It is hanging over about 2 inches that side, so I'll send it that way an inch or so. Adjust it a little bit, adjust the angle a little bit. It'll sit better. It'll be much better. Yeah, seems alright, isn't it? Okay, Little Farmer, or Little Farmer's dad, signing out. Good night, have a good night.